Czechoslovakia, the cursed nation that took Czechia and Slovakia and put them together. This freakishly long country finds itself smack dab in the middle of Europe. As a middle power, they were vulnerable to German aggression, and when Germany demanded the Sudetenland in 1937, the Czechs had to hand it over, and they were eventually fully invaded by the Germans not too long after. I today will be playing Czechoslovakia, but I want to turn Czechoslovakia from a weak minor power into a strong major power that can dominate Europe. So the first focus we will do is appeal to the castle, and our goal is to go down one of these more aggressive monarchist or fascist paths today. There is no time for democracy if you want to be a true major power. Now when it comes to research, we're going to research the basics, construction, production, and electronics. And today we're just going to be building military factories. There's no point in building civilian factories because I want total war all day. We won't be making Labubu's or any other consumer goods, just firearms. Now, when it comes to production, let's put one more factory on support, the rest on guns. We don't need crappy tanks and planes. And we'll put one factory on anti-air. Unfortunately, we have many debuffs to Czechoslovakia. The industrialists are weird and don't want to build. Our country is divided. In case you couldn't tell, it's divided by the Czechs and Slovaks. Again, who decided to make this one nation? I don't know, but that wasn't my decision. And lastly, our army is a bit outdated. But we're going to fix all of those things to transform this nation from a weak little snake-shaped country into a massive chunk of land in the middle of Europe. Also, another feature in this DLC is army readiness. We need to make sure our army stays prepared throughout the game so we don't get crippling debuffs. And our country is divided. We're a very multi-ethnic country, so we're going to have to unify all the people. Don't worry though, Jimarkus is so charismatic, I will unify everyone. Everyone in Czechoslovakia will be under my spell. And no, I'm not going to be making a cult today. Although that would be fun. Alright guys, let's do education efforts here in Bohemia to remove some debuffs we have. There's a lot of debuffs we have to take care of throughout our divided nation. So I'm just going to casually be fixing these throughout the run. Alright guys, so we have two options here. We can unify the fascist parties, or we can become non-aligned and install a monarchy. And the monarchy side has some really cool bonuses that we'll see later on in this video once we gain more power. So let's petition the nobles. Off the bat, so we can get army experience, I'm going to hire this old guard, so our army is competent by the time war begins. And to study how modern war works, I'm going to send some boys on down to Ethiopia. Don't get hit by the Ethiopian bow and arrows, please. So in order to get our country more unified, we're going to align the Slovak Catholics. And while that goes, we need to always have one sort of effort fixing our divided nation going on at once. So after making the people of Bohemia nice and smart and high IQ and extraordinarily brilliant, we'll take another course of action. And there we go, guys. The workers have been educated. They know to not go and strike, not fight for higher wages. They know to be compliant. That's good. I love compliant workers in Hoi4. I mean, you can't have your workers going on a strike, man. Our army needs guns. That's the problem why Czechoslovakia didn't do well in real life. They had too much democracy. They needed a man like me to come down with an iron fist and keep everyone in line. And I'm also going to do field exercises to keep preparing our army. Oh, now the real question, guys. Do we go with concentrated industry or dispersed? I think we go with dispersed today because we might get bombed. It's going to be hard for us to build an air force. So I want our factories to be protected. All right, guys. The next focus is aligning the CSL, which is another party. We need all the parties to support the monarchy. We can't have any dissent going on in this country. Czechs, Slovaks, Ukrainians, and Poles, and everyone else in this nation. We must all unite behind Captain Jimarkus. All right, guys. Let's try to integrate southern Slovakia. We're going to put up a lot of propaganda posters, just like the UAE did when they put up that sign that said, in UAE, everyone's Emirati. In Czechoslovakia, everyone is Czechoslovak. And again, I am just going to be spamming out mills here. All right, next up, we're going to integrate the Sudetenland. You guys do not want to join Germany. Trust me, the German Reich is a much less cool nation to be a part of, Sudeten people. You want to be with Captain Jimarkus, your dad. Now we can take a quick break from politics and work on the economy. The Czechs were actually known for having a strong industrial base relative to other nations. I want to strengthen that even further by any means necessary. If it means we need to eliminate some labor rights or introduce a little child labor, I'm okay with that. We're going to focus on weapon exports. It's a big way for us to make money right now. We got a decent export economy. We need moneys to fight the war. And I need money to pay for my energy drinks. So if you want to help Captain Jimarkus out, consider joining the channel membership. All right, everybody, Jimarkus and my crew, we've been spreading propaganda flyers everywhere. We've been rallying support. And now there's finally enough popularity for the House of Schwarzenberg, which means we can restore the monarchy and real leadership to Czechoslovakia that once fold to gosh darn mustache man. And here is our old stinky democratic leader, nasolabial folds, bald. And here is our new Chad monarch, Karl the 6th Schwarzenberg. Chad, lots of hair, Beautiful mustache, drip. What more can you ask for, man? And we have a cool new flag that looks like a knockoff version of the Texas flag. Now me, Captain Jimarkus, and the new Chad leader are ready to do some work. And now let's establish the semi-constitutional system. There'll be some democracy in this country, just a little bit, so the people don't revolt. More military factories.
Oh, Jimarkus, you should make sure your people have a good quality of life, and you should invest in their health.
Okay, shut up. Military factories are all I'm investing in today. Total war. Let's hire this dude here. Gives us political power and stability. And would you look at that, boys? We're going to begin rebuilding a modern Czechoslovakian version of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So learning the lessons of the past, we can turn Czechoslovakia into a major modern-day Austro-Hungarian Empire. That is, of course, centered around Prague, or Praha. All right, guys, now we're going to claim the lands of the Bohemian crown back. This makes it easier for us to justify war goals on other people. Oh, the fun is just beginning, boys. The militarism is about to get started. Let's continue producing things we need for our army. We definitely need choo-choo trains, so we have supplies for our army. All right, guys, I'd love me some grand battle plan. I will get that as our main doctrine for today. It fits my methodical way of approaching life and strategy games. That's my cope for being a total bitch. All right, guys, we might need some forts in case the evil Germans attack us, so we're gonna start that program up. And for the most part, our entire country has been healed. There is no more division in the country. All right, boys, we are now going to take down our first opponent today. The Austrians, or as I like to call them, Walmart Germans, knockoff Germans. They think they're different from the Germans, but like, I don't know, they speak the same language, they kind of look the same. I mean, freaking Mustache Man came from there, guys. Come on, you can't pretend to be different than Germany. All right, guys, now we are going to embrace corporatism, which removes industrial's veto, which is a bad debuff for us. All right, guys, now it's time to cook up Austria. And well, this frankly should not be very difficult. Let's just get our planning bonus up. Yep, we have max planning bonus. Let's declare war. And I'm just going to battle plan so we get some XP, a little micro here and there. All right, straight to Vienna. Come on. In some ways, though, we don't have unlimited manpower. We're a smaller country, so I can't just suicide charge. So I got to rush the victory point so we can win this war quick. I'm keeping the game speed slow just so I can make sure we win, but the Austrian army is very weak. We're actually close to encircling like their whole army, guys. That would be devastating for them. Gunther Fellinger right now is watching his countrymen lose in shame. Sorry, Gunther. Who's tuning into Gunther versus Grisha? I'll watch the highlights. I'm not trying to lose all of my brain cells. I've already lost very many playing this game a lot. And now we're going to Salzburg, the last city that remains in Austria. And then after that, we're victorious. Oh, we'll take Klagenfurt. That's a very funny name. Let's take Klagenfurt, guys. And these boys move very, very slow in the snow. Holy. Come on, hike. It's not like the snow slows you down or anything. Well, it does, but just use more leg muscles, man. I don't know what to say. There we go, boys. We got it. And now we just annex everything. Welcome to the country, guys. Oh, now this is an even more cursed shape. All right, guys, what we can do now after taking that focus is we can go to partial mobilization. And the next focus I will take is facilitate a strong Hungary, which means essentially they have to become our puppet. They have to become our bitch. So Hoi4, join us or be prepared to die. I hope that threat wasn't too intimidating. All right, guys, now let's start building up these forts. I may want some fighter jets. I'm gonna get a small airframe. And Hungary, will you join? And they accept the demand. Interesting. All right, then. That was easy. Now, next focus we're gonna do is the legacy of Ottokar, which gives us a core on all these Austrian states. Let's go limited conscription and keep preparing the army. All right, now, guys, I'm going to demand Slovenia from the Yugoslavians. Yugoslavia, we saw what we've been doing, and apparently, I didn't know this, guys. Yugoslavia is only 3 mils? That can't be right. They have nothing. We're pretty damn powerful ourselves now, especially with that core in Austria. We have 40 civs, 28 mils. And Yugoslavia, interestingly enough, they refused. Huh. All right, guys, I'm now going to produce a medium tank. We have to start really getting ready to stop the German attacks. I'm also preparing to invade Yugoslavia since they chose to resist us. It's not going to end well for them, guys. Not going to end well for them. Also, because I am very scared about the Germans, we do need to begin fortifying our country. In the meantime, let's bully Romania into joining us. I'm going to deploy this army early so we have more boys to do the invasion. All right, guys, let's take down the Yugoslavians. And it's a break in Hungary, so we can attack across the whole front. There we go. And we don't need to break through everywhere. We just need to break through in a few key places. Then we can send it. Yep, easy peasy. Rush to Belgrade, rush everywhere. Oh, we got another breakthrough. Let's go, boys. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Come on, take Belgrade and the war should be over. We took a few casualties, but that's all right, because we will gain a lot of resources now from Yugoslavia. So everything is going according to plan. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to annex all the territories that I can core, and then I will puppet the rest so I can steal a lot of resources. boom. And resource rights, easy peasy. All right, guys, what am I gonna do? This is kind of cheese, but it's the only way we're gonna survive. We need to release Austria as a puppet, because otherwise we're gonna get cooked by the Germans. I'm gonna send the rest of my boys to the border with Germany. All right, guys, let's get ready for our war against Germany. We're gonna do rally against Germany. Also, let's do tenacious defense. And now let's save up for this infantry genius who gives us 20% infantry defense. I love that. Really good stat. And I got to request all of our Romanian forces. That's 30 extra divisions in the field to help us out. Oh, the Munich conference is here, boys. And we're never going to surrender. And they have declared war, boys. They have declared war. Let's slow down. It's going to be not easy to win this, guys. Not easy. But we just need to survive for like a year. We got a decent amount of green bubbles, though. That's good. That's good. Here, I can even bring in a few forces from Hungary. And we're holding decently well. We just got to stay slow, boys. We got to stay slow and micro this. Okay, we're almost there. Yes, we can now afford the infantry genius. 20% defense to everyone. That's really, really good. We have really good defense right now. Despite enemy air superiority, they're losing a lot of their planes too. Here, I'm going to kamikaze my air force. So they're just kamikaze, guys. Their goal is just to disrupt German air missions as easily as possible. All right, this is looking decent. So there's a few tiles I'm not feeling as confident about. But overall, we're in a good position, though. I like it. I like it. All right, guys, if we can control Niederschlin, we might be able to get peace with Germany. So I'm going for Breslau here to control that state. Go, boys. Go, boys. Rush, rush, rush. Take Breslau. That's the last city we need. Boom. Now we can do a peace agreement with Germany. Germany, look what we just did to you. You don't want to do this. You don't want to take us on. And they accept the demand, boys. And look what we have now. Our beautiful country just got bigger, and Mustache Man is surrendering in shame. Oh, justified war goal? Huh, so I suppose the Germans might actually be hard programmed to go to war with us. But it's going to take them forever, dude. We have a lot of time to power up. Okay, so we can do a lot of schemes. We don't have to fight the Germans for 255 more days. And I'm going to name this beautiful division after a channel member. Someone has a banger name I very much like, and that is Dunkin' Donuts 7439. We'll name that division after you. Okay, it'd be really nice if we could get Katowice. I'm going to demand that from the Poles. I'm going to bully them. And hopefully they see our power and they get scared. Let's put a proper howitzer on our tanks. Oh, the Brits have guaranteed independence on us. Oh my God, I'm flattered, Winston. Thank you. Or Chamberlain. Thank you, Chamberlain. And Poland refuses, guys. But the good thing is, because the Brits just guaranteed our independence, we are actually able to attack Poland. Mustache Man, you're fumbling big time. So I should be able to invade Poland now, and the Brits will not go to war with me. All right, everyone. Well, Poland, done for. Take him out, take him out, take him out. And they have like no troops. Their army's pathetic. One of the easiest armies I think I'm ever going to take down this game. Yeah, a lot of their troops were on the German border. Now, ideally, I don't want to kill all their soldiers, so that way I can maybe puppet them and use their soldiers against the Germans. So please don't fight me too hard, guys. I don't want to murder all of you. Yeah, right now, I don't mind if they're casualties because I have to grind out XP. I have to get it. Here we go. We're making a lot of slow but steady breakthroughs. And remember, guys, this entire war is possible thanks to stupid idiot Neville Chamberlain. All right, guys, we can get some new cores by proclaiming the restoration of the Bohemian Kingdom. And all these territories in southern Poland will be new cores for us, which means we get more people, more factories, and we get one step closer to being a real world power. In many respects, I think we already are a decent-sized power because we just shat on Mustache Man. He had to sign peace and give away a piece of territory. Very embarrassing stuff for him. His ego is probably forever bruised now, which is fine. He's a bad guy. And again, slow and steady wins the race. It's winter. I don't want all my men to die, so I'm just moving where it tactically makes sense to. We've already taken 60k casualties, which is steep, so ideally the snow will melt and we can start attacking harder and harder. And we have our first dockyards. I guess we'll just produce convoys. What else is there to produce anyway? We have to get to Warsaw. Go, boys, go. Take it, take it, take it. I'm going to hire these guys because they help us with production retention. There we go. We got 10 factories on those tanks now. We just got to keep pumping it out. Let's buy a tungsten so we can keep our production solid. Hungary is saving our ass when it comes to steel. We get so much steel from them. Thanks for being my little bitch, Horthy. Yep, he's my little puppet. And we got Poland, boys. So obviously, I'm going to annex all of our cores. The rest outside of our cores can go to Poland as a puppet. And of course, I'm going to rob everything from these people. It's kind of what you get when you lose a war. You get robbed, you get plundered, and all your resources get yoinked by me. And here's going to be our standard infantry division. We'll name it after a new member, Tere Harambe. Hey, I know Harambe. He's the GOAT. All right, then I need a decent amount of these to hold the line. Definitely, I'm going to want Grand Assault to get instantly max planning and breakthrough for our soldiers. And look at this, boys. We got ourselves a sick new flag. I'm going to do this focus here, then this focus, which gives us 5% max planning, which is really based. Then last but not least, promote more Vex Ridings, which gives us experience to our operation track. Oh, Italy just joined the Reich, and Germany declared war on Luxembourg. What? I haven't heard of that one before. Wait, so Germany's going to war against the Allies? What? Okay, just in case I can't get in on the fun, I'm going to get a war goal against Germany. I might need to join in on the fun, boys. And now they declared war in Belgium. Mustache Man, what is going on? He didn't know what to do after he lost to me, man. He's lost it. He's lost it. Well, let's just continue with our plan. Do this now. Let's do this. This allows us to build mills faster through army logistics. All right, boys. I'm declaring war against Germany. All right, let's go, boys. And first things first, I am actually going to take out Königsberg. Take that from the Germans. Here we can do a few other sneaky maneuvers. Let's plan a big offensive across all of West Germany. And actually, you know what? Screw planning. I'm just going. There's so many green bubbles. Just take as much of everything you can, boys. Take as much as you can. And the Allies should be able to do something in the West. Yep, the French are moving in. That's good. That's good. Huh, non-aggression pact with the Brits. That's very tempting, because my goal is to take down the Axis, then the Soviets. That would give us a lot of power. You know what, Brits? I think I actually will take you up on that offer. Maybe. Let me sit on it. Jimarkus is not good at being decisive, but these are big choices that have extreme consequences. Ooh. Would you look at that? Our special divisions are ready. Here, this general will be our goat. There we go, Königsberg. Easy. There we go, getting crazy breakthroughs, boys. Come on, we could get the most amount of worst score of this entire war. Yeah, we have most of the contribution. We need to keep that contribution high so we can get massive chunks of Germany. Go Berlin! Berlin! Hurrah! Oh, wait, I'm not Russian. We're not Russian today. We're just good old boring Czechoslovakians. What's the Czechoslovakian battle cry? It should be Czechia. I don't know what... I just made that up, but we'll roll with it. You have to have a battle cry, or else, like, are you even really fighting a war? I know what the German battle cry was. Schnitzel! And then we got a beautiful encirclement of these German divisions. Now keep farming that experience, boys. Keep going. I'm gonna just have you battle plan. I want experience to be gained. I don't care about casualties or none of that. And the German front has totally collapsed. I expect a capitulation soon. All right, so we took, 200,000 casualties, but it's worth it, boys. We got the majority of the war score for this war against Germany. And Mussolini's actually did something competent for once. He's not joining this losing war against the Germans. Boom. Let's go, boys. Well, I'm going to take Sachsen, which is actually one of our cores, and then we will puppet the rest. Now let's steal all their resources and all their factories. Ooh, we are going to have one fat industry. Fat like Lizzo. There we go, boys. Our beautiful blue Germany is here. Now we just need a lot more military factories. And Austria's autonomy is going down quick, so that way we can annex them and actually get ready to take down Mussolini next. He'll be a nice target. All right, let's begin absorbing Hungary. Okay, we can reduce Austrian autonomy, and now we're getting closer and closer to being able to annex them. It's going down a lot because we're building a ton in Austria. Work on our agency a bit. Let's produce a new tank. There we go, new SPG. Anyways, I annexed Austria. What I can do now is... I want to take down Mussolini in 1940. So next year we can focus on Papa Stalin. I'm going to demand the Istrian Peninsula. And Italy refuses a demand. We have a puppet war goal against them. I think we have no choice but to take down Mussolini. No choice. All right, boom. And we totally instantly see Sara. Let's have our special forces strategically move into Italy. Ooh, this is a really good focus. Gives us stability and consumer goods reduced. And boys, Mussolini is so weak, dude. Our Czechoslovakian army is very good. We finally got the first level of tracks. Now there's a couple things I can get. I like getting self-propelled support to increase the power of our SPGs. Since we have a lot of SPGs as our primary tanks today. There we go. We got the port of Trieste. And again, using our powerful Mountaineers and our Dunkin' Donuts division. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts, for being a member. I'm using these to tactically move in the south. We don't want to attack in these crappy mountains here. It's not fun for our boys and for me watching our troops die. Now, come on, take Venice, and then we can go into Italy. Here, let's attack Albania. Boom, we broke through. Ooh, if we could encircle all this up here, dude, that would be based. All right, let's clean up this encirclement. Very nice. Well, I would call us Czechoslovakians, but we're actually Bohemia Slovakia. That is a long run-on name. Dude, wait, so what happens when I form Austria-Hungary? Will I be Austro-Hungarian, Bohemian, Slovakian, Romanian Empire? That's actually a banger name. All right, now that that's wrapped up, let's do a little casualty check. 25k casualties to the Italians. They're taking over 300,000 casualties to us. Mussolini, I take back what I said earlier. I thought he was going to be more competent today. That is not the case. He is embarrassing himself. His bloodline is slapping their forehead as they watch this from the heavens. All right, so we draw the front line for the final push. I go to the front, battle plan, final push. Ooh, if I mobilize the reserves here, we get 15% more people in the army. Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's launch that offensive now in Italy. We're attacking here in the south where there's not actually a lot of snow despite it being winter. A lot of Italy has good weather, which is very good for war. Much more enjoyable to fight here than Russia where, you know, it's literal tundra and polar bears are trying to eat your balls off. Not optimal, folks. In Italy, there's just like some sheep and some goats and some old hairy men. And some pizza. Benito is gone. Let's go. Got Rome. Let's go, boys. Mussolini is done for. All right, Italy gave up. I'm going to puppet Albania, and we'll satellite Libya. Oh, of course I need the Italian Navy. Duh. There we go, boys. We got the Bohemia, Slovakia, and Italy now is ours. All right, we get 5% more max planning, guys. This max planning really adds up to make our army overall really OP. Now, I'm sending some spies down to the USSR. Stalin, I'm looking at your country because you are next, bud. Let's get an elusive gentleman. There we go. 3 dudes in the agency. Dude, I have 30 more mills to work with. Well, I guess we're going to produce a lot of medium artillery. I've been researching planes. I want to really produce planes soon. Let's rush that small airframe so we can start producing that. All right, boys, let's justify a war goal against the Soviets. And we've got a flame tank. I'm going to start producing a lot of these. All right, lastly, let's go streamline deployment. This just gives our tanks more breakthrough. We're spamming a lot of these Dunkin' Donut divisions. Papa Stalin, the last stop before we have ourselves a truly great empire. I mean, we already control all of Middle Europe, but Papa Stalin stands in the way of our final bit of glory. All right, I'm going to strike at the heart of Bolshevism, then we get an attack bonus against them. Prepare collaboration government. All right, well, let's declare war on the Soviets. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually go service by requirement. And every Soviet division is on the border with Romania for some reason. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I don't understand. Why is every Soviet division here? Well, let's bring Poland into the war. Okay, let's see if we can trap a lot of divisions here in the easiest encirclement potentially of all time. There we go. We're making great progress in the south. Yeah, these Soviet divisions. Wait, we just melted a lot. Wait, what? Dude, we just deleted 200k. We overran them. Oh my god, Papa Stalin. Your incompetence is mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. All right, we're already close to Riga. Take that. And my goal is to encircle all of these guys in Bessarabia. That's kind of what you get, Stalin. Karma is a bitch. You took Bessarabia? Well, now I take your man hostage and, like, I don't know. We'll put them in, like, human borscht or something like that. We'll get creative with it. And we got some encirclements up here. We've taken a decent amount of casualties so far. We got to be careful, but we do have a decent amount of men available to us now. And if we could just take stupid Odessa, all these people here are encircled. All right, try to start producing some fighter jets for next year. We just kind of kicked in the door this year with the Soviets. Next year, I intend to win. Dude, 1 million casualties to us. That is laughable. All right, let's just hold out. Let's hold out. Let them run into us. Make them take casualties. We'll do some good offensives next year. The Russians, what advantage is the winter? Actually, before this ends, I really would like to take Kyiv and Ukraine. I think I'm going to do it, guys. Yep, let's do it. This one spar of the front is very, very weak for them. And then we can get ourselves a nice supply hub. Then we can dig in with all the snow. Okay, the Russians keep charging us, dude. They're actually making a lot of progress, but we're able to charge them. They have really bad defense. It's like all they're capable of is offense right now, which is very strange. But since offense is the best defense, I'm going to respond with an attack of my own, boys. Oh, and look, I just cooked up here. All these Soviets are encircled who did a stupid naval invasion. There we go, boys. Because the Soviets decided to so stupidly push, Stalin got a little overconfident. He had some hubris. He fucked up. And now we got a free 20 divisions. This is some of the steepest casualties, though, I've seen the Soviets commit in a while. It's pretty bad for them. All right, so annex Hungary. Got a good 30 divisions up in here. And we got 30 here, boys. Stalin, how does he even have an army left after all this? He has a decent amount of men still, actually. He's spamming dudes out right now. All right, let's go. Soviet casualties are up to 2.3 million now. That's the key to this stupid war against the Soviets, man. You just got to keep pressing. Or Stalin's just going to rush us back. So we just got to keep rushing with our powerful divisions, try to get encirclements to reduce the sheer amount of men on the field. Dude, these Soviet naval invasions are so annoying. But you see, Germany's not in the war, though, so if I just cut this off here, we finally should have it under control, and everyone down here is encircled. Dude, like, the Soviets are just suiciding themselves, man. It's insane. It's literally like The Walking Dead, dude. They don't stop attacking. I don't know why their AI just insist on attacking me. Is this like a new update in Hoi4? I've never seen this before. They just don't stop attacking. They're like they learned from the Japanese or something. They're doing gosh darn bonsai charges out here. Yo, let's go. We got another army of these Mountaineer divisions. There we go. 30 Soviet divisions gone. Oh, man. We've taken rough casualties. We're at almost 1 million. But Soviets, they're at like 4 mil. Yikes. Our W encirclement. Our disciplined men are fighting the swamps. This is the toughest, worst tile to fight in Hearts of Iron 4, but my men just have so much discipline. When I say march to the mud, boys, they march to the mud. When I say subscribe to the channel, they subscribe to the channel with bells on. All right, we got 20 divisions encircled here now. Oh, Stalin, what are you doing, pal? Okay, we're finally deploying our Air Force, and it's doing really good. I like that. Oh, I forgot we can do an air doctrine. Airspace dominance, I like for the fighters. There we go. The Soviet planes are getting cooked. So ideally, we'll have some casts for next year's offensive, and we can finish the job in 1943. This has been a bloody disaster, but let's finish it off. Next year, home by Christmas. What could go wrong? And we got another failed naval invasion. What? Stalin doesn't know what to do. He's just throwing shit at the wall, and he's trying to see what sticks. But given how much borscht he eats, there's probably not a lot of solid crap to stick. We're in Moscow, boys. It's been a long journey, but we're so close. Go, go, go. Leningrad, take it. The home of the revolution. And the Soviets have surrendered. All right, guys, I just annexed Romania, and look what we can do. We brought back Austria-Hungary, guys. Let's go, but there's one last little thing I want to do. But first, we have to annex Poland to do it, and then we will hit our max power in the game. But we're officially a major power, guys. Look how industrially powerful we are. All right, guys, I'm going to integrate the lost territories, which gives us 4 more cores. And there it is, guys. Max power. Austria-Hungary has 200 mils, 200 civs, and we have 66 million people in our borders. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. Captain Jimarkus out.